Hi, it's T. Carlson here, and at this point you're probably looking forward to seeing the Super Mario Brothers movie, which finally arrives in theaters this week. I'm going to be looking at another one of the figures for this review, this being Princess Peach, the ruler of the Mushroom Kingdom, or Princess Toadstool as we all used to call her. Then they just kind of made Peach her universal name in both Japan and the United States. I'm going to unbox this figure, share my opinion, and let you know what I think. Peach, of course, debuted in America under the name Princess Toadstool in 1985's Super Mario Bros., where she's held captive by Bowser and has to be rescued. Some of the voice actresses for Peach have included Jeannie Elias in the 1989 Super Mario Bros. Super Show, Tracy Moore in the Super Mario 3 and Super Mario World cartoon, Leslie Swan in Super Mario 64, and she's been voiced by a variety of other people in the games that have come since. In the film, she's going to be voiced by Anya Taylor-Joy, who has a pretty impressive resume of films that include the likes of Last Night in Soho, The Northman, and The New Mutants. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box, unbox Peach, and see how this figure looks. Nice box as usual. Again, many thanks to Jakks Pacific for putting these in boxes and not on those blister packs and cards where you have to destroy the box to get your figure out. Every toy should come in these. Here's the bottom of the box. And I do like how they always have the color motif to go along with the figure, like Peach has a lot of pink, obviously. There's the features of the figure, realistic eyes, premium details, 8 points of articulation. Understandably, Peach is a lot different than the other figures I've looked at because, she's the only female, and of course, she's the only one that wears a dress, which is a little different from the pants and overalls the other characters wear. Let's get her out of here and see what we got. Each one of these figures has an accessory. She has her Parasol, which she does use as a weapon in some games. There that is. Obviously that doesn't fold open, it's just a prop. And here we have the Princess of the Mushroom Kingdom herself, so let's take a look. At 8 points of articulation, it's a little less than the Mario Brothers themselves. So there's a nice close-up of her face. She's got eyes that are similar to Mario and Luigi. They've got that realistic look, the glare. Can't decide if it creeps me out or if I'm impressed by it. But her face, it does look very nice, even if it's not quite the same as the games. I mean, obviously the characters have been slightly redesigned and tweaked for the movie. Got the crown on top of her head. That's kind of a flexible rubber there. It's not removable. How that crown stays on her head, I will never know. And then, her head is articulated, can move a little, but because of her big hair in the back, it can't really move too much. There's the back of her hair. The ridges in that actually look pretty nice. And then she's got the ball joint arms, but she's got those big puffy dress sleeves, so that does make it a little more difficult to move her around. She's got elbow articulation as well, plus her hands rotate. Her waist can swivel as well. You come down here, we got the bottom of her dress. Now, this is where I'm a little less impressed. This almost feels a little hollow. And then you look underneath, it's just like a pink plate with two pink shoes that are the same color as her dress. I mean, I wish they'd done something a little different than this because it just feels kind of cheaply made down here. I mean, do you really think she wears pink shoes under there? And even if they just painted this black down here, I think that would have looked better. And then, here's the lower bottom back of the figure as well. Like the other figure, she has one open hand and one gripping hand. So let's give her Parasol and see how that looks. It wasn't too hard to get that in there, but unfortunately, this is really loose in her hands. It's like they either didn't make this thick enough or they didn't make her arms, or more specifically her hands, thick enough to grip this. So it just kind of, dangles around in there. That's not very well done, unfortunately. So if you're going to display this figure, odds are it probably won't be with the Parasol in hand. And that's disappointing. So I don't think this figure is a total loss. It actually looks pretty nice, but really not a fan of how it struggles to grip the Parasol, and I really don't like the way they did the dress down here and the shoes the same color as everything else. just feels a little lazy, and that's a shame considering how good some of the other figures in this line look. So, Paige is a decent addition to your collection. I probably would rank her at the bottom of the 4 main figures, though. Though, of course, completists want to get her and put her on the shelf with the other toys. Are you a fan of the Super Mario Brothers? Have you picked up any of the movie toys? Have you gotten Peach yet? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content, because I'm always posting new videos. And be sure to give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.